Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters, and debunkers. We're in the garden here, and wanted to talk about this argument that you always get from globe earthers. There is no up and down on a globe. So let's think about that and look at the problems it creates for the globe compared to reality. In reality, there is an up and a down. Can't deny that. That's not an opinion, it's a fact. There is up and down on the earth. Any claims about what creates up and down remain just theories, explanations, nothing that can ever be measured. So we're going to have a look at this to represent our globe. I'm gonna. My son's gonna just help us out here. Can you come and stand over here, Aidan?
Sure.
Sure. You okay? Yeah. All right. Well, just in. Okay. You're holding up that. Yeah. So we got the north, south, east, west directions on that. You can put that down. You just tell me which direction is east.
I'm sweaty.
Oh, you're sweaty. Okay. Which direction is east? Where the sun comes up here. Just in real life for us. No, that's west. East is that way. Okay. All right. So the sun comes up.
I don't know much.
That's all right. The sun comes up over there. That's east for us. West, north, and then round the back would be south. Yeah? Okay. So what we got here? Hello, Mallard the duck, and hello, Chris T. All right then. Okay. So.
Should I look at the chat for you?
That's okay. You can. Maybe do you want to hold it for me?
Sure.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get, yeah? How are we doing there?
Good.
Okay. Yeah, so can you see me or not?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, in reality, east, south, west, north. I'm on the equator here in Phuket, yeah? But those directions are horizontal for me, and they are horizontal directions for anyone on the earth. Use a compass, and you use a compass anywhere on the earth, and these cardinal points are always horizontal. They're not pointing in any direction other than horizontal. So in reality, on the earth, we have cardinal directions, and they are horizontal. Yeah? And we have up and down. Of course, the argument for a globe is when someone suddenly jumps out of their real life reference frame and they start talking about a globe. They say, oh, well, there's no up and down on the globe. It doesn't matter where you are on the globe, then towards the center of this globe is your down. And of course, it's supposed to be the mass of the earth that creates this magical pulling force. And you can talk about level being perpendicular to your plumb anywhere on this sphere. Okay, we all understand that. It's not a difficult concept to understand, but it twists reality. It isn't how we experience things in the real world. So of course, I'm on the equator, so ultimately, we always imagine that the globe has a top and a bottom, don't we? Just for illustrative purposes. So we've got the north and we've got the south. And, oh, hang on. East and west. Well, east is supposed to go around this sphere. So if you're always going around, you're always going east. But let's have a look at that in reality, because let me just grab the camera a minute. Yeah. Let's. Oops.
Can I keep holding it down?
Yeah, in a minute. Let's give ourselves a top-down view. Okay, of this globe. So we're looking down on the whole. Okay. So here we've got our cardinal directions: north, east, south, west. Okay. But of course, on a globe, they're represented like this. North and south become kind of up and down, but then we're told that there is no up and down on a globe, just because you can stick to it. But anyway, if we do this and take a top-down view, now remember, just now we talked about the cardinal directions being horizontal. So this paper with north, east, southwest on it, flat like this, is a representation of reality where the cardinal directions are all on horizontal plane, aren't they? Yeah. But when we apply this to an imaginary globe, then north and south change. And also you can see that if someone is said to be going east around the globe, well, actually they're not, because they might, let's say they start heading east, but then when they get facing this way, then they're heading north. And then when they go this way, they're heading south. Yeah? If we are to apply the way cardinal directions work in reality to a globe model, which is just an abstract concept, because they say, oh, you're suddenly jumping out into space where there is no up and down. Well, actually, there is an up and down in reality. Yeah? So, hang on, I've got some chats there. Do you see what I'm saying? Reality, the way we use cardinal directions, north, east, southwest, in reality, does not fit with a globe model. It fits with a level Earth in which those directions are all horizontal, and then up and down is up and down. Yeah? So we're talking about 6 cardinal directions in all. Yeah? Okay. Let's just see who we got in the chat there. The XO of our arrow. Yes, up and down only work over a level surface. That's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Harmon Walker, hello. Effed up world, up is the same for everyone on Earth. Exactly that. Okay, exactly that. Now, of course, we are told, you often hear, oh, you're stupid if you don't understand, or you're stupid if you think north and south is up and down. Well, we're not the ones saying that. It's the globies saying that. And as I pointed out just now, you start going around your alleged globe, you actually don't carry on going in the cardinal direction. You end up changing directions as you go around, yeah, or you're heading. Yeah? Effed up world, up is a direction, not a choice. Who's that? 101 backhand. Good evening, flat earthers and others. Oh, good evening. It's morning here with us, here in Phuket. Yeah?
Hello, Abby.
Yeah. So, let's have another look at a thing. So, how do we apply north, south, east, and west to
Do you need your hands?
a flat Earth? I've got it here, all right? And this can be our North Pole on our level Earth here, all right? So this kind of goes out the window too, really, but let's have a look, yeah? What we have here, if we are going around the Earth, oops, I've got to undo this a second. All right, what you can see happening is the needle will point to the north as it goes around. Yeah? So here we keep our horizontal cardinal directions. Okay, hopefully you can you see that or not? Okay, let's just follow this. Can you see the needle moving? Yeah? Okay. So here's a practical demonstration of what could be happening on the Earth, because it doesn't work like this. You don't, you're not north on a globe. If you're on the equator and you say, where's north? Or even if you want to talk about true north or North Pole, you've got to be pointing in this direction. It's kind of that way, but actually you're trying to say it's this way because you're talking about a point. Yeah. All right. So it's pretty simple stuff, isn't it, really, when you think about it? Yeah. Let's just do that again. Yeah. On a globe, looking down on a globe, top down, here's our North Pole. Where water doesn't magically slide down for some reason, even though in reality water does flow, and that would mean at the North Pole there would be no water. But there is loads of it. So Yeah? If we're starting here, and you could say on a globe you're going to go east all the way around the globe and carry on going east. Well, you're not actually, are you? You know, at what point, again, at what point does everything change? The same as we ask, at what point does the physics of water change where in reality water flows? But at what point does water not flow down your globe? Even if you consider it, you know, you're on the side. Oh, no, I don't want to rotate the device, yeah? Okay. This is just simply, this doesn't fit with reality, does it? Doesn't fit with reality. Pour water on here and it will fall down. And you can make all sorts of arguments about us being on a big...
the top looks smaller on camera.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make all sorts of arguments. But the fact is that nobody can demonstrate where the physics of water changes. Anywhere on Earth, in reality, if you put water on top of a curve, it will flow. So when you suddenly jump out of your reality to this imaginary globe that you say is science, can you tell us at what point water won't flow down a curve? Of course, it's understood that this isn't a top or a bottom because there is no top, up and down in space. But it doesn't matter. In reality, water flows, and when you're standing on a globe, an imaginary globe, you assume that the surface is curving down, and away from you. You might want to call that south. Well, it can be any direction, can't it? That's the thing. Yeah? All right? But so scientists with your Dunning-Kruger attacks that are telling us, oh, you just don't understand it, you're too stupid. All right, great. Give us measurable proof of where the physics of water changes. It doesn't matter what size surface you use, go ahead and show us where water doesn't flow down a curve. What do we got here? Thank you, Mallard. Well, thank you. Okay, Lunar Node, hello. I think up, down, and downtown are terms meant to confuse people. What's up, down?
What?
Do you mean uptown? Yeah.
Uptown.
Yeah, if you ask people with their regard to those terms, their confusion is obvious. Yeah, I remember going to the States and like, yeah, okay.
What about Middletown?
Middletown. Jacques, it's night here in Canada, but day in Phuket. The earth must be a wobbly pear. Yeah, that's the only reason, right? Okay, well, similar to how we park on driveways and drive on parkways. Yeah, okay. So, wow, I'm already...
Sweating.
Yeah, do you want to hold that?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, thanks, got my... Oh, yeah. So it's really hot in here, hot down here. And that's apparently because the sunlight is more direct on the equator here. Yeah. But this is the thing with the globe. It is all abstract concepts. And there is no difficulty in imagining that or perceiving it or even making calculations. This is one of the major challenges that faces anyone, is understanding the difference between reality and abstract concepts. And even if you are, discerning the difference between calculations and measurements, you can make very accurate. We can make very accurate calculations about this sphere here. We've got the dimensions, and then we can draw pictures, and we can say that I can just know that this, whatever this width is across, you can calculate where the center will be. And let me just get a couple of, just stay there.
Okay.
Stay there, Aiden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darts.
Yeah, use these two darts. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Can we see that?
Yeah.
All right. This old thing with the bridges, yeah? It's very easy concept to understand. You can assume that these are plumb, and therefore they have been placed horizontally in their respective locations. But in reality, of course, they are not on a level.
Logic. Someone said
Yeah.
logic.
Okay. Of course, we can calculate. I can make an illustration. I can say I'm going to build a bridge with these posts. And because we live on a globe, because I'm assuming that we live on a globe, I'm going to put these posts and I'm going to claim that they are plumb in each location. But that would mean, if we're on a globe, that they are pointing towards a converging point at the center of the spherical Earth, or they are diverging like this. Yeah. But that is just, if we just put this down here, Aidan. Yeah.
Okay.
In reality, this is what working with plumb and level being perpendicular to plumb is. Wherever you are on the Earth, you put your things in, and if you want to make sure something's vertical, then you just make it plumb. Okay. And you put something somewhere else, and it's going to be, and level in reality is a horizontal line between these 2 points. You do this, and you do not have, you can put a horizontal line, but it's not going to be equal distance, is it? Yeah. So we can, it is a leap of faith to go from perpendicular and plumb, or level being perpendicular to plumb, and horizontal. In reality, this table is horizontal. This is level. That is level in reality. When you start talking about a globe, you have to change the definition of level. And you have to say that, let's say this is a rocket going around the Earth. Well, it's maintaining the same height above the Earth. So we're going to call this level. But it's not, is it? It's not level. Yeah. And no one can ever demonstrate this idea in reality. In reality, this is level. Yeah, it's really, really simple stuff. And that's the problem, isn't it? Because it's so simple, people have always assumed that you have to understand complexity, or you have to be able to do mental gymnastics.
Sweaty, right?
Yeah, I'm sweaty. We got any pictures? Any chats, sorry? Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to read them to you.
That's okay, don't worry.
The whole point of me just trying to hold the camera is to read it for you.
That's okay. No, you don't have to. F. World said the sun is closer to Nick in Phuket at the equator than it is to me in Minnesota. That's how we have season. Yes, it is as simple as that. And of course, above the level Earth, we got the sun rotating.
Wait, is the magnet supposed to be the sun?
No, magnet's coming with the North Pole. Captain Caveman. Yeah, F. World globe equals a lie we've all been raised believing. Oh, we got Rambo Jambo. Hello there. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, we shouldn't have to be explaining this, but that's the way it is, isn't it? The concept of the globe is understood, but it doesn't fit with reality. None of it. Nothing. Yeah. Oh, I think your fingers may be in the way. Yeah. Okay.
No,
it
wasn't.
Okay. Yeah. None of it. Yeah. So let's just do that. Just do that thing again with the. Can you come over here and show? Just want to show just on it. Okay. Just to show for the people that came along
closer?
Later. That's okay. Here's on a flat Earth. Okay. Here's our flat Earth. Here's our North Pole, and here's a compass. And can you make sure you just get the compass in there? Okay.
I'm making sure you can see.
Okay. Oops. You can see as I bring. This is an old, messed up compass anyway. But as I bring the compass around, okay, the direction of north changes. Okay. So that's how it works on a flat Earth. All right. Level in reality. Globe. It's just conceptual. And this is another thing. Although you could, we can take. Look, for example, I can do this. I can have this length here. Okay, I can transpose this length onto a sphere. Okay, yeah. So you can still plot coordinates and project them onto a sphere. So what? It doesn't change reality. I can make bridge design. But it doesn't change. I can still do that on a flat Earth if I want to, and I can say, "Oh, those lines are plumb." Well, they're not, though, are they? Yeah. Yeah, it's just, this is all easily transposed. And from a flat surface, you can use Cartesian coordinates.
There's a bit of lag.
There's a bit of lag, is there? Okay. You use Cartesian coordinates on a flat surface. Yeah, and we can plot things. Well, and you can convert that to spherical geometry. Yeah, there are mathematical formulas for doing that conversion. So it doesn't exist. The globe doesn't exist on its own as a concept that can't be compromised. It is just a transference of Cartesian coordinates on a level Earth to a spherical projection. And in order to do that, you need a pole. So can you just come a little bit closer? If I, here's my XY coordinates, yeah? Okay, plus and negative, and I've got my quadrants, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, on my flat surface, and here's my pole. Yeah, I say, well, I'm going to give this sphere, which has no up and down, which has no top and bottom, I'm going to give it a top and call it the North Pole. Yeah, and then I'm going to plot my things here, and I'm going to do this. And I'm going to take what, in the real world, circumference is this. On a level surface, the outside of a circle. Or you could talk about this circumference here. This could be our equator. This could be the outer limits. And there could be stuff beyond. Wherever we draw a circle, we've got a circumference. That's how we use the word circumference. But it's converted into this. So people talk about Eratosthenes.
Someone's doing math.
Yeah. And his shadows. Yeah. And so working out the circumference of the Earth. Working out the circumference of something doesn't automatically mean that you've dictated a sphere. And okay, why decide where this is? Because again, you're having to take these quadrants and put them onto a sphere, which you claim has no top and bottom, which you claim has no up and down. Yeah, but actually, you're taking the real up and down, north, east, south, west, the cardinal directions in reality, and trying to adapt them to here. Doesn't work, though, does it? Because you're saying, that there is no up and down in the globe. It's just, doesn't fit with reality. Yeah. So the point I was going to make is also about aircraft. So here's our aircraft, yeah? It doesn't matter where you think you're starting off, we can easily conceive and imagine. It's not difficult to imagine that the height, you can maintain a consistent height above a spherical Earth. And down will always be towards the center of your sphere, okay? And you can say, oh, I'm flying level. Look at me. I'm flying straight and level. Yeah. Does this fit with reality? If that is the claim, then show us the mechanics. Show us gyroscopes not doing what they are designed to do. Gyroscopes maintain their axis of rotation once they're spun up. But they would have to constantly change as they go around the globe. So this is the thing, isn't it? An aircraft is going to go up and down, east, west, south, whatever. Okay, horizontally. Horizontally, an aircraft is going to go north, east, south, or west horizontally. And then it's going to go up and it's going to go down. That's reality. You don't have to move the camera. Yeah, okay. That's reality. And the gyroscope inside an aircraft will remain fixed. And it's because the gyroscope remains fixed that the pilot knows going on, which direction the aircraft is pointing. Yeah. So, but then to imagine that you're flying above a globe.
Could you hold the camera?
Yeah.
I want to get
okay. If you imagine that you're flying on a globe, then suddenly south, or any cardinal direction on a globe becomes up and down. So again, you're changing real physics. The real physics of flying you don't have to be a pilot to understand this. You don't have to be a mechanic or an engineer to understand this. You just have to have a sense of discernment between reality, practicality, and imaginary stuff. Yeah. In reality, aircraft fly horizontally, north, south, east, west, and they go up and down. On a globe, all that suddenly changes, but you can't demonstrate it. You can't prove it. No pilot can demonstrate that level constantly changes to be pointing in a different direction. Level should be constantly pointing in the same horizontal direction. Okay, you can go around like that, but in reality, that's what we do.
I'm back.
On a globe, to imagine it on a globe, you've got to change real life physics, real life aviation, real life engineering, and then claim that other people are stupid because they don't understand where you're coming from. We do understand where you're coming from. You're coming from an abstract concept. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Just have a look at the chat there. What do we got? Oh, good. You just said someone doing some math, and it's absolutely true. What's we got? Phuket Word. If Nick looks south, he can see the stars rotate in a clockwise position. If he turns around and faces north, they rotate clockwise. The equator is the best place to live. Understand? Yeah, I can see. I can see that's south. So when I have a clear view, I can see the Southern Cross, and the other direction, I can see the North Star. Yeah, and I can see stars go across.
So if they can right now,
yeah.
So they can't really see the stars.
So they, in the south, yes, they do this. In the north, they do that. Or whatever direction, and I look overhead. So yeah, it is a good place to see it all. So this is why I say I see. This is it. I see the same stars every night. They occur at different times. So yeah, okay, hang on. We've got there, Captain Caveman. Who's that? Simmational. Kids need this information. Thanks, Nick. When I was a kid, the globe was the only option shoved in my head. Oh, well, thank you. And well, of course, it was the same for all of us. And again, it's understandable, isn't it? It's understandable how difficult it is to break free from that concept, because it's been taught to us since we were kids. And this is the challenge. The challenge isn't for trying to reconvert flat earthers back to believing in the globe. The challenge is for all you globers to understand and discern the difference between reality and model, or calculations and measurements. Yeah, you can measure this table. We can physically measure this table and it will be level. We can also physically measure any bumps and rises or any change of direction. We can physically measure that and we can see it. No one has ever been able to measure any curvature between two set points. Yeah. All right. Ever. You can claim it and you can assume it. And if you've got your presupposed distances and you've got your presupposed dimensions, then yeah, you can say, oh well, look, that's 100 miles apart, or let's say 1,000 miles apart. That's 1,000 miles apart, and you could make your calculations based on your model and say, well, in that 1,000 miles an hour, we'll have X amount of in that 1,000 miles distance, we'll have X amount of curvature. Easy enough to calculate, and it's easy enough, especially with modern technology, to calculate or convert Cartesian coordinates to spherical coordinates. So one doesn't have precedence over the other. One, it doesn't, everything we do on the Earth doesn't come from assuming that we live on a globe. It comes from our practical reality. And of course, navigation on the globe is done by what? Is done by assuming that there is, by creating a top and a bottom for the globe. Yeah, you have to do that. Even though you say there is no top and bottom, in order to create a navigational system, you have to say there is a top and a bottom. You have to create poles. Yeah. So I can just, again, if you can just look down here, Aidan, I can say that's my North Pole. And so I've got this, I've got this distance. Well, then I can just arbitrarily say, all right, that's my South Pole. If I'm calling this a North Pole, I can say that's my South Pole. Yeah. You struggling there? Sweating? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You too.
Okay. All right. All right, thanks. Okay. Oh, sorry. You all right?
No.
Yeah.
I just put my hand down and then like something just like.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just have a look at the back through the chats. Yeah, okay, we've got quite a few. 101 Rockhound, hello. I grew up living in the woods using compasses since I was a kid, and the idea of using them on a ball never made sense to me. Cool, yeah, great, that's it. Practical reality compared to this concept. I'll just make sure I haven't missed. Right. What was it? The Fisher from Eden. So what are you saying here, the Fisher? They added 54,460 miles to Earth's circumference since 1982. Oh, it was 24,847 miles. Now it's 24,901.461 miles.
That's
Difference,
a long way.
yeah, difference of. Oh, hang on, yeah, I'm just. Difference of, I can't see if they're commas or full stop. Okay, difference of 54,461 miles. Or okay, 5 plus 4 equals 9. 4 plus 6 equals 1. Okay. Okay. I kind of get what you're saying, but yeah, you obviously kind of contemplated this. So nice one. Yeah, I didn't know they'd added. Well, I suppose the old again. Yeah, are you talking about the calculations for what would be this oblateness because of the alleged spin, so they can calculate. Again, we're talking about models, right? Where, okay, if the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, there's supposed to be some bulge in the middle kind of thing. 101 Rockhound. Okay, we've read that one. After world reality is only possible on flat Earth. Exactly that. Lunar Node. Hello. Oh, who's that? Truth Seeker. Hello. Lunar Node. Watch the video on my channel called Bowling is Science to learn how they change the radius of gyration to affect the speed of spin. Okay. They change the radius of gyration to affect the speed of spin. Okay. Truth Seeker, I teaching my son the truth. Nice one. Okay. David, ball Earth is a direct violation of Euclidean geometry. Yes, and that's why modern science calls Earth non-Euclidean space. Ball Earth violates Euclid's fifth postulate, research 2 and 3 ball math. Yeah, nicely put, David. Thank you. Yeah. Again, it just comes down to these parallel. Oh, is the ice cream? That's how we get ice creams here. That's the ice cream tricycle with a sidecar.
Sometimes we don't even need to go out to get food.
Meow cap. Yeah. So yeah, Euclidean. You've got, these. We can look at these parallel lines. Yeah. These parallel lines along here, they are parallel. Yeah, and they will remain an equidistant apart. Yeah, but of course, what happens? Oh no, I don't want to rotate the device.
Need any help?
That's okay. I'll just do this. What happens is when we do this, when we take a view, we get this apparent.
That must be a pretty awkward angle.
Yeah, we get this apparent convergence. These lines do not remain parallel from this point of view in because of perspective. So yes, then you can start playing around with non-Euclidean geometry and talk about things tapering off into the distance, or basically parallel lines converging some point in the distance. Yeah. Okay. All right. Someone will help you that in a second, Abby. All right. So yeah. So David's saying, what's that? Oh, hi, Selenion. Hi, Russ. The globe, like any religion, requires absolutely. Yes, exactly. It's all a belief. Yeah, we can do this. We can talk about it, and we can illustrate it, and we can point at things and make calculations. But reality. Yeah. David, as a matter of fact, academia has been attempting to distance itself from Euclid's fifth postulate. Absolute geometry only considers Euclid's fourth postulates. Okay, yeah, there's obviously, there's a bone of contention there. Okay, Captain Caveman, so we have to imagine the South Pole. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. After well, back in '82, I could throw a football a quarter mile. Really? Okay. What am I growing, Luna? We've got. Got all sorts. We're growing. This is rosemary. It smells lovely. Wheatgrass. Hi guys.
Hello.
Guys, can you help? This is Yeah, I can't remember what this is called, but it's got a really, really pungent taste. It's really nice. Got some chilies growing there. They got dug up by the dog there. Lemongrass. Yeah, Kieran, Rosie, can you come and help? Lettuce, different kinds of lettuce. This is another very kind of bitter one. Yeah, you can. Kind of got quite a strong taste. This rocket. This one, rocket,
Is now live stream about plants.
is it's like wasabi. It's got a really strong wasabi taste. Same with that one over there. That's got this kind of very pungent taste. This one's kind of fairly bland. I've got Morning Glory over there. I've got some rose apples. This is a rose apple tree. Got this is a kind of marrow thing. Basil. So yeah, it's all coming on. Hi guys.
Hello,
all right. Yeah. It's good stuff. It's great. So I just pick this and have this with every meal. Yeah. Really nice.
Do you even need to
Yeah, maybe not. Okay. Right, so that answers your question, Luna Node. We've got chilies out the back, lots of different chilies out the back as well. Yeah, Fisher from Eden. I thought it was interesting. They just added exactly 54,460 miles. That's weird. And don't tell us why. Right. Effed World. To believe in a heliocentric world, we have to start from a place of great error and assume that still stationary ground is actually. Yes, good, really nicely put, Effed World. Nick is eating the equator spice. All right. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, let's, I didn't want to hold you up too long. I just wanted, this has been on my mind. It's just like, because you got people constantly arguing about a concept, and it's just, this is the challenge. The challenge is to discern the difference between concepts and reality. Or at least if you're going to come along and challenge a flat earther, then you can't be making claims about level. We understand what you're talking about when it comes to level, or north and south and east and west. And you can't be saying, flat earthers think that north and south is up and down. No, we didn't do that. You did that with your globe. With a contradictory claim that there is no up and down on the globe. Well, if there's no up and down on the globe, then there is no south and north pole. There is no equator on an edge. There is no tilt. Yeah? All these things related to the globe have to be dreamed up to replace reality with this concept of living on the outside of a sphere. Yeah? So it doesn't matter what, you can talk all you want, and you can make all the claims you want, but you can't demonstrate it. Yeah? Nobody has ever, in the history of the globe, nobody actually made a measurement of curvature on the surface. No one, ever. You just looked up at the sky. And every argument you have about looking up at the sky is totally invalid, because it is simply explained with the geometry of perspective. So you can describe it mathematically. That's what celestial navigation is. Yeah, it's all done using the geometry of perspective, or changing Cartesian coordinates on a level surface to spherical coordinates, because you're actually making observations.
It's halfway to an hour now.
Is it? Okay, it's half an hour. All right. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Yeah.
Want me to code it or something?
That's okay. So I'm gonna do is just say, I just check the chat one more time now. I'll leave it there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hello, Pendle. Morning. Hello. I was thinking about you, and I was thinking, I haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing okay. And who's that? 2NL Tunit Eat Quater. Okay. Oh, love it. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's leave it at that. Okay. It's my son Aidan, who's trying to become his own YouTuber. But he's a bit of a gamer. Yeah. So he's doing YouTube games. Anyway. All right. So take care. All right. We'll catch up soon. All right. Have a great day. Cheers.
How do you end it?
Oh, you gotta click it. Yeah.